Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Ree. I am a mindfulness and meditation coach, a law of attraction coach, a yoga instructor, and a Reiki master. And I am obsessed with energy work. I host monthly meditation retreats online for 4 straight days of super intense work to help you to live your best life as your highest self. And I have tons of guided meditation downloads for sale on my website. So go check that out. Link in the description below. Hello again. Let's talk about what a third eye awakening really looks like. People will tell you that they want to awaken their third eye, that they want to know how to open this center so that they can become psychic, so that they can know things before they're going to happen. And this is a super wonderful and super romanticized version of what actually happens. Yes, when you awaken that center, you may get psychic hits. Your intuition will probably almost certainly improve. You'll know things and you won't know how you know them. And that's true. All of those things are wonderful and they do happen when your third eye awakens. But it isn't all roses. Actually, a third eye awakening can be extremely difficult and even painful for people. And it can ruin your life. And this is only the case. It will only ruin your life if your life was not really yours to begin with. The third eye is all about the perception of our reality. And you have to remember that all of these energy centers, all of the chakras, want spirit, pure spirit, to move through them. They will process all of the energy that comes into your energy field until it is pure spirit. That's the purpose of the chakras. So once the third eye is open and that spirit energy is moving, it has to clear out all of the things in your reality that aren't aligned with your spirit. And your spirit really is your highest self. It's your greatest truth. It's your best life. It's the best that you have to offer, and it's always pure truth. So if you've been in a relationship for 20 years and it's not really right for you, you will suddenly know that when your third eye is awake. And the thing about a third eye awakening is you can't go back. You can't not know it. Or if you go back and you settle back into sleepiness, you won't feel the same. You'll always be questioning, always be doubting, always be wondering like why I feel like this isn't quite right. And with the third eye awakening, once it is fully open and you're really seeing things the way that they truly are, you cannot tolerate your old life. So that relationship that was mildly annoying but wasn't quite right for you suddenly becomes completely intolerable and you need to leave. And it doesn't matter if your entire life falls apart because of it. If you lose your income, if you lose your home, if you get divorced, you will sacrifice that in order to be in alignment with your spiritual highest truth. And this is true in every area of your life. And it can be extremely difficult, and it can really feel like a dark night of the soul. And it's a beautiful sign. Your spirit is absolutely celebrating when you are shedding all of your old ways, all of your old patterns, all of these things that were never really working for you in the first place. They're being shed, they're being released, but it feels terrible sometimes. So know that if suddenly you just know that you've been a jerk in your relationships and you're feeling really bad about it, or you see all your old patterns and you realize how unhealthy you've been, or you see how the relationships in your life, the job in your life, none of it is really for you. It doesn't feel right. If that comes on suddenly, you can know that almost surely your third eye is awakening. And even though it might feel terrible in the short term, trust me, I can tell you from experience, it is so much better to be awake and to be aware of these things and how they're not right for you, and then to go with that guidance than it is to stay asleep. And a sleep life is terrible for the duration of your life. You just don't know it. It's like if you had a screaming headache because you had a brain tumor, but you took aspirin. And so your headache was dulled, but you're still living with the brain tumor that is making your life miserable in some way or another. It's still killing you. It's draining all of your energy. You just don't know it because you don't feel it. It's the same thing with a closed third eye. You may feel like everything's okay, but it's really not. So it's wearing on you and you're just numb to it. We don't want to be numb. We want to be open. We want to be sensitive. We want to be pure. And we want to follow that guidance. That would be the ultimate goal, to align with spirit by following the guidance that the third eye gives you. So meditate on this center. And also make sure that at the same time you are grounding every day, that you are spending time in nature, that you're focusing on the other energy centers just as much as the third eye center. So that way the energy is flowing through your whole system, because you definitely want to keep that energy center, the energy body balanced and healthy. But focusing on this area and following the guidance that it gives you, any visions, any intuitive hits, any gut feelings that just don't feel right, or you feel like you need to do something, follow that. That will never mislead you. And even if it causes you to do something that's super uncomfortable and just destroys all that you've built, that's okay, because if Spirit is guiding you to get rid of something or cleanse something out of your life, it was built on a shaky, terrible foundation that was about to crumble anyway. So follow that guidance. All right, guys, I hope that this was helpful. If you really want to awaken your third eye, I actually have a couple of awesome third eye awakening and third eye opening meditation downloads available on my website. If you want to go check them out, the link is in the description below. They are super effective, super powerful. And I will see you on the next video.